And Miles, Mega Scythe. We are here on the Friday, May 24th, 2024, with our third guest on the Artist Must Try podcast, talking to artists about their journey and their artistic experience. I got a young mogul that I've met recently, built with a couple times, hung out with. Really dope brother, really incredible human being, and I'm happy to bring on to the screen right now, along with me, my actually on the screen by himself, my guest for the day, my second guest for the day, Problem. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? Problem in the building. I am Problem, young mogul, recording artist, entrepreneur, chef, consultant. I do many things, so you know what
Dope.
I'm saying?
We'll get into it. Hopefully we get into all of it. Thank you for being here, young king.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time and energy.
Yes, sir.
So I like to dive right into it and then ask you about your artistry, and then a little bit later on we do some more personal questions. Okay.
Awesome.
So at what age? I'm gonna start off with this the same way for everybody. At what age did you discover your creativity?
What age did I discover my creativity? Probably, I probably would say, I think around 4 or 5. I mean, my creativity, I feel like, came from what a lot of young males who really got into music came from, school programs, strings, choir, stuff like that, church choir, and then rapping with friends. And then, of course, if you got male figures in your life, sitting in their lap, hip-hop, rapping, Cadillacs, cars. So my dad was into music, so, I kind of got introduced to it early. So I remember recording on cassette tapes and stuff. So I really, to me, it's been always been a part of my life. So I can't really put a exact age on it, but I just know it was embedded in my culture. With, barbecues, just standing outside. Everybody always listen. Music was just there. Clean up Sundays. So it's like.
So you'd say your I'm gonna join you on screen because your initial creativity is the same way you express yourself today, it seems like. Would you say that?
Yeah, for the most part.
Sounds like you started young with hip-hop, house parties, and...
Yeah, because it was more so the family's thing. Me and my siblings, we created the Jackson 5 and the Temptation movies, and my older brother was Tina Turner, and we act like Ike in the band, and it's just like dope. We played like hip-hop was just, it was... Like I said, it was always the stories for me. I don't do the albums and stuff like that. Like, I can't really tell you too much about music. I do people's stories. Like, I was obsessed with the story of getting out, you know what I'm saying? Why was a person doing hip-hop? Not really the music, because I didn't get caught up in the music because I knew it was entertainment. At some point, it wasn't a guide for what you do. Like, you didn't listen to dope music to go sell dope. He got out by saying, you know what I'm saying, by using his art to express something. So I used to just go back and watch people interviews, the stories, and try to figure out why they was doing what they doing and what was the grand scheme behind that. So the music myself, it's always been a different kind of driven thing for me. So
that is very cool. Do you remember how old you were when you began to take your artistry more seriously?
Oh yeah, facts.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, 2010 when my mama got back from basic training. I had turned 18 in DeKalb County.
You said your mama got back from basic training?
Yeah, my mama went to the Army at 34 years old, and I don't really want to kind of say she finessed the government, but you know what I'm saying, she knew what she wanted. She wanted her to go to school and kind of change our life, and she did that in 4 years. She went there and went to school, you know what I'm saying, came back, bought her house, and she's still climbing. She got a master's in business now, so she did a lot of stuff, but when she took us from Georgia, I think that could have been the best thing she did for my side, my initial side of the family. I feel like all of our legacies are going farther because of that. And really shout out to my older brother because he made the jump and went to the military first and opened that door to my initial side of the family. We have branches in that, but us, we didn't. Nobody seen that coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was always house to house, kind of paycheck to paycheck kind of family, just making it by. And you know what I'm saying? My older brother just ain't want to do that no more. He went to the Army. My mama seen she was still in the age range to do it. Cause she was pushing it on everybody. My dad, me, my little brother, we were just, you know what I'm saying, stuck in our way. So she took that leap for the family. So shout out to her. But
That's
she
huge.
when she got back from basic training, she snatched us up. We went to Arizona, and I didn't even really want to go. I knew nothing about Arizona but Phoenix Suns, and we didn't even go to Phoenix. We went to Sierra Vista, Arizona. This is 40 minutes from Mexico.
Oh, man.
So when we got out there, because of my street history and stuff like that, she was not giving me no cash in hand. And she was flushed. For the first time in our life, we got money to do extra stuff. Woo, woo, woo. So it's like, she told me, make a decision. Like, find something you want to do, and if you find something you want to do, I'll help you do it. But I'm not giving you no money just to be out here so you can kind of crash out. So I took a walk with an iPod, man. I think I was listening to Schoolie from the Rich Kids.
Okay.
That song, I See You. And it's just seeing them cats grow up. Like, I've known members of Travis Porter, and I've been around a lot of who now famous people like 21 Savage. I'm from Glenwood. I'm from the East Side.
Okay.
I seen Gucci and OJ the Juice Man really out there on the block before they blew up. So I seen it was possible young. So it was like, I was like, man, I'm on this side of the world. I'm what people be rapping about in the songs. Like, try to do the music. Like, I went and bought all the wrong equipment, but that's how I started, and I made it work. But
that's the learning process. Right there. Yeah.
But it was dope, man. But that's when it started, 2010. Shout out to Sierra Vista, Arizona, my mama, and I would say Slick Money, the 520 boy, because that was the first independent label who really took me on and kind of seen that I had something, and really, I got to be close with that. So then I fell in love with the business of it.
That is super dope, brother.
Yeah.
Blessings. So there was a particular life instance that activated you to become more serious, which was your mom taking the leap for y'all, making a serious life change for y'all. And you've seen yourself, and you see the artistry that's out now in other people, and you see yourself in that, and then brings us into our next question about how do you define your artistry?
I define my artistry, really, the best way to put it is as a journey. See, like I said, I wouldn't want nobody to listen to my art like as a blueprint. Like, don't do what I'm saying. Like, cause I make so much music. I make music from pain. I make music from an addictive side. I done did a lot in my life. So it's like, you get one life, but you can live multiple lives. I tell people that. Like, you can wake up tomorrow and be a millionaire. Then you can lose it the next day. And then you can be in between. It's like, when you look at all these different perspectives, it's like you get a chance to experience a new form of life every day. In one life, you can't restart, but you can definitely see it that way. So it's just my artistry is it's a journey. Like, you can kind of follow my journey through it, because you can go on YouTube and see when I was doing it young. So it's like, if you want to get to know me better, I would say that's the art for it. I have music for everything, but my artistry itself, when it comes to me doing it, is really just my journey, because I put a lot of just me into it, and from day to day I'm growing, I'm learning myself. So it's like, that's
super real. You said you can live a new life every day. You can live. I
done did it.
That's a gem right there.
Like, I don't think people realize it, but I done been homeless. I done did it. I done not had it. You kind of had it. Like,
okay.
Day to day, it can
That's
go.
real life.
Yeah.
You don't describe yourself as a gangster rapper, I assume. You probably reality rapper or just songwriter. What would you say?
I describe myself as a recording artist, because I'm gonna do what the art calls for.
Mm-hmm.
I like making jingles. I like doing a lot of stuff. But me myself, I'm a complex person. I lived a real gangster life, so there's nothing I want to glorify about it. Because it's like, I think when people call this like real gangsters, it's like the title it don't fit well no more because nobody likes a real gangster for real. Like they call on you when it's cool, but nobody want to have that around. Like somebody who just gonna slap the mess out of somebody like at the drop of a dime. I've been that person. So you don't get too many invites, you know what I'm saying? But when, like I said, when something pop off, they're the first person you want to call. So it's like, it's not too much not cool. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing drugs, you could be the life of the party. But then when you go too far, now you're a problem. So it's like, too much of anything is bad. So I done lived a lot, so I just...
Tell us about it, problem.
Yeah,
that's what... D the problem. I gotta come in on... I gotta ask you, man. D the problem. That was a perfect time to ask about your name. I wanna... So is that...
Yeah, my name come from really me in school. The teachers used to always be like, he's a problem, but he a good problem. He not disrespectful or nothing like that. They used to vouch for me, but it's like, yeah, I'm curious and I question stuff, and it's like, when I come around people, I kind of call BS on stuff. I remember everywhere I used to move, like friendships kind of used to get in the way, because I'm a genuine person. So when I come around being a genuine friend, people think they friends be switching up because they mess with me or something, but it's just like, bro, if we start calling each other friend, I think this is what a friend supposed to do. I'm just doing what I thought friends supposed to do, and it's like, I think I disrupt spirits, you know what I'm saying? So it be different. So I just always been like, dang, that's a problem. And then people be like, people, everybody done been like, oh, you a problem, you know what I'm saying? But it's always in a good sense. So I chose that name because I had a record label called Problem Child Music Group. And it was just supposed to be for all misfits, but I was thinking about that wrong because I was thinking like real problem kids, like we running around the streets. But when I changed my name to Dita Problem, I was like, bro, everything we want is a problem. Like working out is a problem. It's a good problem, but it's a problem. It hurt. Money is a problem. More money, more problems. Breathing, you want that problem, right?
That's
you
right.
might have problems breathing, but you ain't gonna never say you don't want it.
That.
So it's like life is a problem, but it's a great one. I want to wake up every day and face it. So it's like. That's when I was like, yeah, man, I'm a problem. So when I tell people, I'm like, it's not a bad thing. I ain't causing no chaos or nothing. But, I mean, truth is a problem to people. So it's like, I just live in what's real, man.
That's
and that be
real.
that disturb the peace sometimes. So that's where I really got the name from. So.
Blessings. That's dope. That's dope. I love the name. I love the meaning behind it. I love the intentionality. I love the intentionality of it. Do you need a...
Yeah, but I don't want to stop live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me ask you, have you won any accolades or awards for your work? I'm going to put you on camera by yourself for the next 3-4 questions.
Man, see, that's why, just with a young Mogul thing come in there. Shout out to Clark Atlanta University. I actually won a scholarship there that I never took. A full-ride scholarship, man. Because we was in this boys program, and I just stood up and spoke from the heart, and really I just got emotional, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a block boy, you know what I'm saying? And I just was telling them like, these kids really be needing people. Y'all come get y'all certificates and write off whatever y'all need to write off, and then when y'all done, nobody coming back to check up on them. And you know what I'm saying? And it was just in front of a lot of people, but I loved it, but then I ain't like it because it's like only I got a scholarship. Yeah. It's like that's the same shit I was really talking about. So it was like, I don't know. School when I'm not a confined person. I love learning. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I went back and got my GED, all that. But it's like I just had to do it at my own pace because I feel like people abuse power. Everybody won't get something. You will give somebody a book. And they will say the book. They gonna put their little twist on it. It's just a human matter. So I feel like some generations get lost and people want to be so remembered that they forget why they doing it. And even if you a Bible person and stuff like that, because I've been getting back into my scriptures, even though I'm spiritual, I just lean in learning. But I learned like a lot is in silence. Like when you need applause for everything, you really doing it for the wrong reason. You know what I'm saying? You really just supposed to be doing it because you was put here. You're able to do it. You could probably be holding the blessing that I need, and I can hold the blessing you need. That's why they say we in the form of gods. If we always looking out for our neighbors, we really had an answer for everybody.
That's right.
But we so closed off and only in our own zone. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We at where we at. So.
How many? So, can you tell us about a personal milestone or achievement that you've reached or that you're proud of?
Oh yeah, I got signed by Lil Scrappy.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, if you have any awards or accolades in this music thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
Anything
really,
you want to, if you don't want to
I've
share.
been trying to win some of the independent awards. I have to run around the circuit a little more. But see, I kind of came in wild as an independent artist when I moved back to Atlanta, because I did fall in with an Atlanta legend. So I started really running around with him, and I got all the accolades I could ever. Yeah, I mean, I met Jazzy Faye, Ja Rule. I actually got the tour, hold my own tour behind the major tour. I toured behind the Millennial Tour. So I did all the side shows after I was on payroll as a hype man. I got to hype some of my childhood songs that I ran around and got hyped to on stage in front of thousands of people. So I'll forever be grateful for that. And then, like, I've got to do what a lot of people dream of. So the accolades are definitely up there. That's why I chase. My thing is the business now, because I feel like I've seen what it is. I've seen it, and I'm appreciating of it. But it's like, it's a drug. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a drug when you get a taste of it, because I don't more so want it for my artistry. I've always been like in a manager mind frame. I've seen how music could change people's life just like sports. I think if I was able to call plays, I would be a scouting agent. I just I'm a giver. So when I see something, I'm like, dang, if I could find an audio dude, I would put a tour together just for what I know music can do. It's not just about putting artists on stage. It's just like, it changed people's lives. When you go on tour, and you got people in Russia who believe in it, and you got this funding and stuff like that, man. A lot can really happen through music. So that's why I just look at the bigger picture, and like, if I can connect these dots, then this is amazing.
I'm gonna come back to you and ask a question about what you just said, because I wanted to go there anyway, about the business, about what you learned touring. But I want to steal the cameras from you real quick, and show the people that you are a man of your word. And check out the gift I got today.
Yeah, shout out to Sippy Cups, man.
Check this out. The brother came over to the interview and blessed me. Y'all see that? The artist must try. Can you see that? You see my logo on there? Look at this. I got 10 sippy cups delivered to me, so I can enjoy my drink when I go out. You know what I'm saying? I get my drink on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe all 10 together. I'll punch a hole through them now. We're gonna have a nice party with these, man. It's gonna be a real nice party. So, like, this is. You want to tell the people about sippy cups?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
man,
I'm gonna give you the camera back.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Sippy Cup and No Cup, man. You know how we rocking, but
thank you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Sippy Cups. So that's a company I'm actually working with right now. I'm doing consulting for. They actually locking me in on a management deal, and they do a lot. They actually do apparel. They do anything branding and marketing. They can do. They can get you T-shirts. That's what I'm saying. Anything, stickers, billboards, graphic design, anything you need.
And you said you're managing them, or you're...
Yeah. I'm locking in a management deal. I've been consulting for them for the last probably about 2 or 3 months. I've been consulting for them. They've been a big part of people know of them because they've been a big part of my journey since the beginning. They've been any clothing brand you've seen me in that has been custom, and it came from them. Anytime you see me outside with cups, any cups, and it came from them. So yeah, we've been rocking. So they just been seeing me on my journey and see what I can do, and they like, man, look, if you willing and you want to, shit, we would love to, work with you on this. So we've been testing it out. It's been going great. So we definitely finna lock out of this. So shout out to Sippy Cups, man. Sippy Cup or No Cup, y'all tap in for all your marketing branding needs, man. You know what I'm saying?
You said it, and you're about it. You believe in putting people on. You believe in providing platforms for people. I'm curious about if you could some gem or something from your touring with Jazzy Faye. You said no.
Oh no, yeah, I toured on the Millennial Tour, but I was with Scrap, but it was the Millennial Tour had Bow Wow. Who they had at that time? Bow Wow, Mario, Trillville, Scrap, Crime Mob. There was a lot of legends.
Were
man.
y'all on a bus? Was it like a bus tour? Were y'all flying?
Some of them, yeah, we flew in. Some took bus, and but yeah, it was everybody at every stop. So that.
How many cities did you tour?
We did. I think I did. How many did I do? Ooh. I think I did about 9 stops.
And they brought you along. You didn't pay for this.
Yeah.
Because nowadays people can pay to get on tours and stuff.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I was actually on the team.
You invited in.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a huge goal and achievement. Like you said, a lot of people want to reach. That's something that you obviously can be very proud of. I'm curious, and you've already kind of told us this. How your artistry has impacted the world at large. I want to know how your artistry has impacted your personal life, and how has your artistry impacted the world at large.
Before I answer the question, the world at large, what you mean by that?
So I actually, because this is 3 questions, right? It's how has your artistry impacted your personal life? How has your artistry impacted the world at large? Like, you know, the world that you can't see, but how you...
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then how do you want to impact the world with your art? They're all really related, but they're a little bit... There's a nuance in there. You can answer them all as one question if you want.
Okay,
you know,
the first one, you said how my artistry impacted me.
Yeah, personally.
Personally, like, when I actually started diving into music, it pushed me to a lot of stuff, because you get into the music and you just think it's recording, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So then you start recording, but I noticed when I actually started putting stuff, I also have kids, you know, shout out to my kids, my 4 beautiful kids, but it was like, I got a daughter, so I didn't want her to hear me saying certain stuff. Or then I had a mom, so it was like, you know, I wanted to watch the way I said this, but then I also found a way, I was like, I didn't want to hold back. It's like some of the stuff I needed to say, maybe people needed to hear. So the artistry affected me by making me comfortable with me. Like, I have to live in what I got to do. If you can't really put a cap on your artistry. It pushed me to protest, because I remember when the protests picked up a lot. In our artist chat, we was all saying our opinions, you know what I'm saying? But it was during the pandemic, and then I remember one line that got to me. It was like, if y'all not out there, stop talking, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I looked at my wife, I'm like, she was like, what, you crazy? I'm like, no, I'm going to buy all the stuff. I'm going out there. I'm like, it's in my city, it's down there. I'm trying to tell them, because I was really, when we was protesting, I felt everybody pain, but I was just trying to stop stuff that I was hearing and seeing, like, don't go down there causing malice for peaceful protesters. So
sounds like you're talking about Black Lives Matter. It sounds like you're talking
about
Okay.
Yeah, so I was down there in between that, but I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I was neutral. Like, I got people wanting to express their frustration, but it's like some of the day-to-day officers actually really saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody ain't bad, so it was like you can't just go down there throwing rocks at people. Then it was just people going down there really just to make everybody look bad. So it was like, that's really why I was out there, to keep an eye out for the, you know, because the community knew me. So it was
you a regulator?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, because everybody knew me. So I was really out there, you know what I'm saying, just really trying to keep the peace. So
I love that. Yeah, man, keepers of the peace.
So I wanted to go out there, but that all started because, like I said, we was all on there. It's just the artistry for me. Like I said, it's a journey. It guides me. You know what I'm saying? I've thought about walking away. I'm like, should I not be doing it? It always falls.
Here's my next question. You going into it right now, and so I'm going to give you the camera back to ask this next question, which is, has there ever been a time? Can you remember any difficult times that made you want to stop? And what has kept you going through any adversity?
The first one is, like I said, I got 4 beautiful kids. I'll be married 10 years next year.
Congratulations.
So thank you. It's like that right there in itself, you know. I haven't made the most money from this journey yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my $1 million check just pending. It's just waiting to be cash. You know what I'm saying? It's on the way. But it's like, I look at them, you know what I'm saying? It just take a lot of time. It take a lot of everything. So it's like, the people who believe in me, you know what I'm saying? At times you want to be like, yeah, I'm a healthy young man. I can go get a job. I can go do what my mama did. Go to the army. It's a lot of things, but it's just like, like I said, I don't want to resent nothing. I don't want to have no regrets, and this just always been something I've been on. And it's like music aligns with my real goal, an entrepreneur. I don't see the point when I can do math or working for somebody. I break it down as simple as you can. If I can make 520s a day, 7 days a week, that's $700. You know what I'm saying? I can save half of that and spend half of that, and that's paying myself minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? With saving some money. So it's like once I started just learning mathematics, it's like it's millions of people out here. If I could sell one thing, I could sell whatever. It's just like, so I want to bet on myself in the long run. I want to tell my kids that at an early age, because you can have a childhood, still be a kid, but be aware. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what other races put into their community. It's like they start them real young with businesses and letting them know that stuff. So I just want to lead different. Everything ain't got to be like, oh, you too young, focus on this, and then when you get a certain age, you trying to push, oh, you should be working by now, you should be doing this, but all they know is playing. So it's like I'm real big on like back in the day type stuff, Vikings, Kings and stuff like that. It's like I said, people had childhoods and stuff, but you had a duty also, you know what I'm saying? 13, you was a man. It's different. So I feel like humanity has been watered down by some of the unrealistic expectations of society. It's like you don't got that much time out here. Wow. Like, so it's like
you dropping gems.
It's just
I mean, people could pick through this interview and put together an album from like
I appreciate
dope.
That,
yeah,
man.
for real, man. You
You
dropping a lot of life knowledge, a lot of reality.
Yeah, that's what I try to preach, man. It's real out here. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun too, but it's also you gotta know it's real. So everything counts, not just when it's bad or good. If you live in it, you realize that. Me and my wife was just talking about that. Like I got so many perspectives now because I force myself to see them. I be wanting to get where people coming from. It irks me when somebody think I'm a bad person or something like that. So I really try to see their perspective. I put myself in their shoes, trying to take my emotions out of there. Like, damn, okay, I might have did come off that. You know what I'm saying?
That is big, man.
I just try to watch. I don't know. One of my gifts and curses is I'm obsessed with the human, like micro expressions and real, like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody got their legs crossed when they buy you, they in the defense mode. You know, your body speaks without your mind and stuff like that. So it's like I'm big on stuff like that. So I pick up on certain stuff when I be out. So I just be, it's like I'm a sponge to it. So I be so concerned about others. I had to learn that about me. Keep that going, and
brother.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You touched on something that just now that's really personal for me. It's not one of my questions or anything, but you know, the way other people see us and perceive us creates these alternate realities, you know, and it kind of creates them in our lives. But the way that you approach it, you know, putting yourself into into their shoes, so you can try to see yourself the way they see you. Like, it doesn't eliminate that, but it does help you kind of reverse it, maybe, or it helps you talk to that person in a different way and relate to that person in a different way. That's really mature. That's a really mature like view that even a lot of older folks don't have. It's like an old spirit.
I think
view.
What posed to been a crutch for me, I used it as my advantage. A lot of people don't like to say it. I got a lot going on in my head, whether it's voices, a lot of thoughts. So I focus them on the positive stuff, what I can focus them on. I can think about multiple things and see multiple views, because for some reason, if I let it be negative, you know what I'm saying, I would see hella negative stuff. My thought process work different from others, so I don't put it on others when they don't see it, because a lot of people are just one thought, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking about this is that, I'm always rambling. My whole thing in general for life is I'm obsessed with the human purpose. Dogs know their purpose, trees know their purpose. We not really here for the stuff we're doing. We supposed to do something. It's the reason we here. So it's like that's my daily conscious thought. I have to remember to live life and stuff like that, because I would get lost on like, why are we really here? Like, that's my thing, because it's like we fight over nonsense. Like the stuff. I mean, we create everything. Like it's literally like
That's
I don't
dope.
see like that's what I'm saying. It's like people say use common sense, but it's like we the most trap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trap thinking humans there is, because it's like I just don't. But you know, power. That's what it all boils down to. So
I'm breaking to my next question, King. You get to work on one project with any artist from any era, dead or alive, any discipline. Who do you choose and why?
Oh man, any artist, just one?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I probably had to say Michael Jackson.
Okay. And can you tell
why?
people
Because
why?
One of the greatest performers in my life to me is my older brother, and his idol was Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like he strived to be as good as Michael Jackson on that stage when it came to dancing, and that kind of passed to me when I perform and stuff. Like I thrive for performance now. Like I said, I got caught up in hip hop, which is rap. That's not real hip hop. I got caught up in rapping over music and stuff, and now I be seeing artists like you, Primrose, that drop that beat and really be doing it, and it's like that put a fire back under me to start rehearsing. So it's like a great performance will always stand out. And Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl, Michael Jackson in any performance, you just, that's what I'm saying. You just seen. I like when somebody make people feel stuff.
Yeah.
Like the littlest thing can make me cry. If I'm watching something sweet, I drop a tear, like, oh man, it warmed my heart. So it's like any Michael Jackson gonna make you sit there and feel it. So I would definitely want to work with Michael, because I feel like Michael was doing everything. They just put out what they wanted to put out. But Michael could rap. Michael
he
could go
do
crazy.
Everything. He could do everything.
So it's like I would love to just sit down and create with Michael Jackson though, for sure.
Well, it seems like you're either your big brother or Michael. Who or what have been the biggest influences on your personal artistic style?
Oh, my personal artistic style. I don't know. See, I really have to get that to my mom and my daddy, because it's like the artists they put in front of me. You see, my mama loved Tip, Ludacris, stuff like that, and then my dad was like 8 Ball, MJG, like raw hip hop, Snoop. You know what I'm saying? So. Like I said, and I was upset. I was one of the ones you had to be rapping about what you was doing. So it's like, until I really found the entertainment part, I just love raw rappers, the ones who was like really getting it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even have to be like drugs or nothing. It's just like more so whatever you was doing, you was rapping about. So it's like if you was lyrical, just going crazy. So it's like my artistic style came from, because it's like be you. Anybody who preached that message, like just kind of be you, because that's what my dad really ain't allowed. If I rapped about getting money, he was like, pull out your pockets, where your money at? But he was like, you can't rap about getting money. Where money come from? It come from trees, right? They got to print it. They got ink on it. Break the subject down. So he kind of taught me, like, you can be in any lane long as you being you. Just rap about, even if you want some money, rap about wanting some money, trying to get some money. But you ain't got to say you got 20,000 on you know you ain't got 2 nickels to rub together. So it's like, manifesting and in line is 2 different things, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that my style came from them just making sure I was kind of genuine to myself, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me take the camera from you for a moment and echo that. You know, you're not on camera. Okay. I am definitely in support of that view, of that approach, being real. You know what I'm saying? Letting your people, because you don't know who's hearing you. You don't know if somebody in Australia is hearing you, somebody in Japan, somebody in Kenya. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they're forming opinions about young black men. You know what I'm saying? Based on the music that we're putting out. So if you're putting out something that is totally fake and ain't no part of you, you know what I'm saying, but you think it's gonna get you some money, it's just really creating that image and putting that image out in the world more.
Right.
And all that's gonna get you the money is the work and the exchange of energy that you put out into the world. It's not gonna be some image, but the image that you put out in the world will get taken by the world and seen as our people. You know what I'm saying? And so people come we got people coming from all over the world and looking at young black people and young black women and men and saying, why do they allow this to happen to themselves? Why do they do this? Why do they approach it like this? You know, our music. They look at our music as us. You know what I'm saying? Like the most popular music out in the world right now is seen as really as Black America.
Yeah, the masses. That's how they see anybody.
So I thank you for being real, man. Being real.
I appreciate you.
You back on the camera, brother. I'm gonna ask you, what sources do you use for inspiration, or what are your sources of inspiration? I think I already know the answer.
Yeah, I'm about
your
to say,
children.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I definitely use my kids for inspiration because I'm getting older, so I don't be knowing the young terms and stuff. So I look to them. Shout out to my little cousin Aunt. I be using him. I use my family, my village too. I like to ask input, but that's what I'm saying. Also, because I make art, but I think an artist don't make art for them when you start making art for real. It's like because I'm my biggest critic. If it was left up to me, I don't think I would put a lot of stuff out. But it's like once somebody feel it and they say it. So I definitely use the people around me for inspiration, and I use the community. Like I said, I love being subject based, so I love having a subject to write about and stuff like that. So I really use. That's what I use mostly for the inspiration. If I get a beat from a producer or whatever, or anybody say, "Hey, you should make a song," I'm like, "About what? Exactly? What's the first thing that come to your mind? About what?" Yeah. All right, cool. All I need is one word. Like, what are you really feeling?
Right. What
you feel like you need to hear? And like, cause if you hear it, you know you're gonna feel something. So that's what I want to know. So I use inspiration like that. Like, I kind of really go comments and stuff. I go deep diving, not really what's hot on the web, but like what people say missing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What they might want to, you know what I'm saying, what to touch somebody. Because I learned there's a lot of successful music out here, and that's all they wanted to do. They music to be successful. They don't want to be famous. So you just got to go looking for it. So right now, like I said, I'm a purpose person. So I just be out looking for the purpose in it all, man. That's definitely the inspiration.
You're a busy person. You're active. You're doing a lot. Have you've toured? This question is not on the list. I'm curious if you know how many songs you've written. Have you written?
Ooh.
Are you over 100?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Are you over 200?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I see. Like I said, I own my own label, so I built my home studio. You know what I'm saying? I put out mixtape after mixtape. I orchestrated some stuff, so that's why I think a lot of people met me when I just got signed and got my deal. But it was like, I think my deal and me getting signed kind of came off of what I already knew. Like I had before I came back to Atlanta, I had toured with Lazy Bone for Bone Thugs and Harmony. I was running around the West Coast doing a pretty good way. That's why I shout out to Slick Money for 520 Boys and The Business. So because they took an interest in me, and I learned a lot because it was in Atlanta and they didn't have a big music scene out there. So I was kind of helping build a music scene. A lot of artists who are artists now out there came through my studios first and really seen me doing it, and I think I'm motivation for them to keep doing it, because I remember when a lot of people had quit, you know what I'm saying? They was like, this ain't really cutting and we ain't making no money from it, which I got, but it was like I said, it was just always something.
So you create all the time. I have a question here. Do you create seasonally, occasionally, or all the time? And you obviously are creating.
All the time. Because like it's not just about art for me. I put stuff together for other artists. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just looking for what I can create. If I see something that fits somebody else's lane, I'm going to put them on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to meet Frankie Lou, because when I seen the lane, I'm like, bro, you don't know Miss Primrose them? Y'all, you need to definitely tap in with them. So it's like...
Frankie Lou is dope.
Yeah,
and she knows I want to work with her too. I'm going to get on that record, Hoes.
Yeah.
These niggas is hoes. You know what I'm saying? I want to get on that joint.
But like the artistry speaks, so when I see a lane for somebody, anything, I just want to help. That's the biggest creation, you know what I'm saying? Creating relationships and building a village. So
Super
I'm a
dope.
village person, so that's where it be all locking down to. I ain't trying to like gatekeep or nothing. So that'd be my biggest creation. When I see situations going on, I could just, like I said, I don't need the applause. I could just sit back and be like, hey man, I really seen that through.
But you deserve it. You deserve the applause. We all deserve
thanks.
our accolades. You know, a lot of times we don't get them in life. That's why I started this podcast, to capture stories and journeys that aren't getting told enough. So yeah, I'm gonna ask this next question. Can you describe your creative process? Do you have a specific one? Like if you're actively working on a project, what does it look like to you? What does that look like?
I think it depends on the project. If I'm just making a song, I really like right then and there putting on the beat. Like I said, my mind works fast. So if I'm making a project, like my wife is my biggest inspiration because she sit right there with me in the crib. So I ask her how something sound, and if this sound right. But it's like real big projects. I'm trying to stay on subject. I'm trying to tell that story. So I take them a little more serious, but just fun creating. That's what I learned. I had to get back to just having fun with it. So I just throw on the beat, man. Just let's see what come
eyes
out.
Closed.
Crazy.
You find a beat you like. Your eyes closed.
I might close it for a minute, but my eyes I like them open too, cause you know what I'm saying. I
pulling in information.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just
okay.
I just go somewhere else when it kick in. But yeah, that's really the best two ways. If it's a real serious project, definitely. You know
but I also caught something else in there, which was you are inspired in the moment. If you feel something or you hear something, it moves you in that moment, right?
Thanks.
Do you so this was, I'm on camera alone right now.
Okay.
And as far as creative goals and goal setting, you know, this was something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, was start a podcast. I've been wanting to interview artists and talk about the journey and talk about the process with other artists for a long time, to discover what makes us tick, what makes us move, what makes us continue to create in a world where you're very often creating by yourself and nobody knows what you're doing. You said earlier, you just got to put it out. You know, sometimes people don't even know what you're doing. If you don't, you know, you just think about it too long and it goes away. And this is true. That's why the artist must try his intentions over productions, because we got to follow our intentions. They're even more important than the production. You know, the production comes after the intention. So with that question, I'm going to put you back on camera and say, do you have, I clearly know you have creative goals. You obviously have creative goals. But will you share one of them with us, or will you share your goal setting process? You can either share a goal that you've achieved or want to achieve, or you can share your process for how you for how you set goals. If you want to do either of those for the people.
Yeah, I can do both. The process on how I set goals is I try to do the old method, short term and long term goals, and I just try to make them realistic goals. You know, I don't try to overexert myself and go crazy. I just try to make them goals, and it's also goals that align each other. You know, goals where if you complete in one, sets you closer to the next, versus you complete this one, but you gotta go over here to complete that one, and they in totally different fields. That's why, hence the Young Mogul, because more so what I've been doing and how I've been connecting people over the last few years, I feel like if I maximize on that, it could be real powerful. So that's one of definitely the goals that I'm gonna obtain this year, and I'm gonna actually kick off my management company, because I see a lot of disarray between everybody, the promoters, the DJs, the artists, the just point fingers, blaming, when I know a lot of good people. And it's like, I don't know if the good people don't know each other, or the good people need a medium for a reason to do good business or right business. But I know if I set some things in motion, I see a lot of great things happening. So I just kind of wanted to step out and that's still a creative process for me. So that's why it's not all about recording or being on the stage. I want to create something for my community, my people. It all goes back to really my family, because I want to be able to, my kids to have a job whenever they want a job, where they really working for themselves inside something, they're working for their family. So it's just like that's definitely the goal that's next to be obtained, because it all aligns with each other. What I've been doing, I've been knocking out goals intentionally and unintentionally, and I don't want the unintentional no more. I don't want to ignore what's right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really stay on the path the universe and God got for me. So I think I supposed to be, you know, a glue for a lot of stuff, if you might say. So I'm just trying to put myself out there, stay out there, and see where it take me.
The gems are just dropping. That's dope. I got a few more questions for you. One of them is, are you able to create on the spot? But as you can see, my setup is not where I want it to be.
Okay.
Right? It's one of my questions coming for people very soon.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't. Yeah. I definitely create on the spot. That's what I love doing, creating on the spot. I feel like that's where it's the freshest, the funnest. You know what I'm saying?
Very cool.
I definitely love sending records back and forth, or, you know, doing writing sessions, but creating on the spot is nothing like it. Especially going back and then listening to it, because you're like, man, we was just. I think a lot of people sleep on the creating on the spot. They try to get I wrote this in 10 minutes. I don't take that long to record. It's like, man, put something down, go back, listen to it, chop it up. It might fit over here. You might never know. So it's just like, creating on the spot is always preferred to me. I love it, because you just get the vibe, man. You get the real vibe, energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Nobody, when it's pre-ready, you know, you recording a certain song, I feel like you gonna dress like that. You know, you finna record a gangster song, you finna try to put on some jewelry and stuff. But if it's a, you know, more of a smoking song, you gonna make sure you got your weed. It's like, you just gotta make sure. So I feel like when you create on the spot, you get to catch the person off guard. Like, hey, you got a little pain in you. How you feel about this? Or look, you got some romance in you. Can you make this type of song? So it's like, I definitely love on the spot. Yeah.
Okay. I only got a few more questions for you. We've been going for about 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem.
Just letting you know. Do you have any? You've been giving them all this whole talk, but do you have any words of advice or wisdom or insight for artists or anybody who may watch this interview in the future?
One of the biggest things I learned is just watch what you say. You know what I'm saying? And watch what you do. A lot of things can be thrown in your face and held against you. You know what I'm saying? That's some of the biggest hurt is not random people. It's random people that's close to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
the truth.
You never know what people are thinking. So you don't want to give them too much to think about. Keep your journey close to your chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, celebrate yourself, you know what I'm saying? But don't always speak on what you about to do. Just do it. Try to get it done. And if you know you're not at the stopping point, there's no reason to just really crazy celebrate. We got to stop getting caught up on the small stuff. Not saying don't celebrate the small wins, but you got to know how to hooray and then get back to work. Because it's like the work is not done. It's a lot to be done out here. A lot more people are wishing that you failed, and you know what I'm saying? That's just a messed up thing about it. And it's cool, because that's the beauty of it. And the same naysayers, they become your biggest fans, or you watch them try to copy what you're doing. So it's like, you just stay focused and run your race. You stay genuine, I promise you it's going to work out. Because I done been stabbed by artists that I done put on. I done did a lot of stuff. But I've also did a lot of stuff in my life. And me making it here is the reason I'm so forgiving. A lot of people didn't have to forgive me. God didn't have to forgive me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to get as many chances as I got. So if you really serious, just focus up, man. Sacrifice. They call this the Illuminati because it do come with a lot of sacrifice. But not no baby blood or nothing, man. It's going to take your time. This is going to take your emotions. You're going to have to sacrifice your emotions. Get out of them. They don't even exist with this. Get tough skin, because you're not going to hear some stuff you like. And you're going to have to change yourself. But it's all going to be for the better. If you can't be the hardest worker, you can't be the boss. The boss know all the positions. When somebody call out, they don't care because they can feel it. If everybody call out, they don't care because they got a plan A through plan Z through plan 1, 2, because numbers don't stop. So if they run out of alphabet, they just gonna go to plan 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're a boss, you plan for it, you pivot, and you know everything. So get to work. If you want to be a boss in your field, just get to work. The money waiting. Like I said, my check pending. I'm just waiting to cash it. You gotta know that money is there. If you working for money, then you still got a boss. Money work for me. When I need money to come, it definitely come. But I don't do. My biggest asset is people. You know what I'm saying? Your network is your net worth. I got some amazing people I can call on. I don't think I could really never fall too low in life now. Back in the day, I did, but my network now won't allow it. You know what I'm saying? So I build a network that just holds you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, your network is your net worth. Like, get around serious people so you could be the next serious person. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I got 2 more questions for you, and then we're gonna say thank you and be out of here. These are very personal. You're on camera by yourself. These are about your music. Please tell us about any projects that we might have missed, or that I didn't really ask you about your projects.
Okay.
But if you got anything coming up, this is about your journey. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you got any projects coming up that you want the people to know about, please tell us what you're currently working on or what's coming out soon.
Well, I'm working with shout out to Big Noonie from New Jersey. I'm working with her. We putting some music together. I got a gospel artist, Luminescence. Shout out to him. He rocked Primrose Indie Fest. He opened up for me. My projects, I actually got music releasing. I'm trying to see if I think I'm gonna give y'all a couple singles in the EP. Shout out to my dude Money from Trap Elite Music Group. We got a single releasing. I have a single out right now called Not a Game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go stream that. Me and my little brother, LAME, we got a record out called Break a B out right now, video out. You can catch me on Primrose EP that's finna drop. So it's a lot of stuff dropping. Like I said, we kicking out the problem management. Sippy Cup or No Cup is everywhere. Like I said, you need any branding, get at us. But it's a lot in the work, man. And if you wanna get to work, definitely hit me. But I got a lot of stuff coming. I'm looking for more. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the work to take on. I'm looking to help anybody expand and get where they trying to go. Cause we all trying to get there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna share the screen with you real quick and show the people the Sippy Cup gift that I got.
Yes, sir.
Check out the Sippy Cups and their branded logo on the back. You see that?
Yes, sir. Sippy Cup or No Cup. Y'all go tap in with them, man.
You know you need that for your party, man.
Yes, sir.
And here we got one last question for you, which is your name is on the screen already, but if you could tell people where to find you, and of course we can put all of this into the description as well. But if you want to tell people where to find you online.
Yeah, like you said, the name on the screen, DEDA problem, everywhere, problem, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can also tap in with the management's page, that's Problem MGMT, at Problem MGMT, and yeah, man, follow Sippy Cups, you know what I'm saying? We working, man. I'm highly blessed, excited for the future, new endeavors. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tapped in. You're going to see, we always outside. You see us working, but you never know what I'm outside doing. So just tap in with me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're going to have the barbecues kicking off. I'm trying to think about a block party this year. It's a lot of stuff I want to do because, like I said, I hear the cries. You know what I'm saying? I hear the cries of the city. Man, we want to bring the events back. Everything is just so clubbish and standing in bottles. I want events. Like if it's a water event, y'all need to come prepared to get wet. You know what I'm saying? Whatever type of event it is, it's a theme. We want to bring back theme type fun styles. We here to have fun, smile, and entertain. We in the entertainment business. So anything that I'm with is gonna be entertaining. We trying to entertain. We trying to bring them vibes back. You know what I'm saying? Just the glow. Hence the artist Luminescence, you know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Just, we trying to shine over here, man. It's been enough darkness, so it's like, let's all just get together and,
I love it. I'm on camera with you. I want to ask if I If you need any help on doing the block parties, because that's an idea I already had.
Yeah.
Block parties around the city. I'd love to work with you on
I
that.
got one spot in mind that's right across the street from my crib. I know already. Definitely see towards back to school.
Okay.
I want to give some haircuts back. You know what I'm saying?
That's
do
dope.
A good giveaway.
You know, do you know Chilio?
That name
Chilio, he gives bikes away to the youth.
Okay.
Yeah. We could definitely build on that. That's a dope project. We are out of here. I'm gonna ask you for one more thing. I'm gonna say thank you to the people for being on the Artist Must Try. But I want you to give. I'm gonna ask you to just. We're live, but you know this is something I can chop up and just give you a little clip. If you could just say thank you for being on the podcast with me, the Artist Must Try podcast, in whatever way you want to say thank you, that'd be super dope.
Hey man, blessings. You already know what's going on. It's your boy Problem, and we just tapped in with a serious, intelligent conversation with the Artist Must Try podcast. Cause you must try. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying, then what you doing is like, why even do it? So artists, you must try. Make sure you tap in with my dog. Hey man, it's Mega over here. Let's get it.
Thank you, brother. Yo, we just did a dope-ass interview with D the Problem here on the Artist Must Try podcast, and you understand this is where intentions matter more than productions. So thank you very much. Artists, you must try. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's go.